delighted. I don't think I should deserve to be mentioned in the same breath as you, but I'm delighted to do so. I'm a dreamer and a realist and a planner. The dreamer in me wanted to write the best possible speech, the best speech you've ever heard. Okay? I'm waving the white flag. There's no way I can compare to the speeches that were given before me. So the realist in me said, nah, let's do something else. The planner in me said, I'm last. The Packer game is on. People are getting tired of everybody talking about their accomplishments, blah, blah, blah. So I decided I'm going to end this wonderful afternoon with some memorable moments. So here we go, in no particular order. Most embarrassing live shot. The first, President Bush was in town. We had just hired a new 6 p.m. anchor, and so we decided to have her field anchor from the location where the president was going to be at 6 o'clock. Now, I've done dozens of presidential visits. There's always one thing in common. The president is always late, except this time. It was a small room, probably half this size. We're in the open to the newscast. And I see the president behind our anchor taking the podium and starting to make his remarks. Momentary panic. But then it was over. I'm going, surely an accomplished news anchor knows to put her golf match voice on. Whisper into the microphone. Nope. Take live remote mic cue. Good evening, President Bush is in town. The President of the United States of America, the most powerful man in the world, stopped mid-sentence, looked directly at our camera position and said, Miss, would you like me to wait until you're finished? Our news anchor turned around and said something like, oh, no, that's okay, you go ahead. And he said, no, really, if what you have to say is more important than what I have to say, go ahead, I'll wait for you. All on live TV. It's not all bad news, though. A little while after that, we hired a journalist anchor by the name of Joyce Carvacia. Most memorable sick call excuse. My new shoes hurt. The games anchors played. Slow news night. 9:30, the scripts are done, the tapes are edited. I still had work to do, of course, because I'm the producer, right? My news anchors, Vince Gibbons and Mike Miller, decided to play Frisbee in the newsroom. I was just about to tell them to go out in the atrium when the Frisbee hit a sprinkler head coming down from the ceiling. Now, fortunately, the sprinkler system did not go off, but the fire alarm did. Suddenly, the scanners are going, fire at WITI 900. And did you know you cannot turn off the fire alarm? The fire department has to come out and do that for you. My official producer's report that night said that we were doing a stand-up and we had a portable light, and we were moving the portable light and we bumped the sprinkler head, setting off the alarm. But now you know the rest of the story. Best representation of Milwaukee media, the Dahmer trial. We worked hard at that, and we showed the world that the media can act responsibly, and that the First Amendment and the Sixth Amendment can coexist. Least favorite religious conversation. It's Good Friday. Our noon show anchor, Roseanne St. Aubin, turns to the chroma key window to throw it to the weather deck. It was not Vince Candela, by the way. The weather anchor says, good afternoon and happy Good Friday, everyone. Roseanne and I had to go after that and explain to him that for 2.1 billion Christians, Good Friday is the day their Savior was nailed to the cross. press club accomplishments with my good friend Roseanne St. Aubin, creation of the Newsroom Pub. We negotiated an agreement to have a bar. The press club has a bar. It started with a bar in 1888. You should have a bar. Creation of the Collegiate Journalism Contest, and emceeing our Gridiron Awards dinner with fishing waders over my tuxedo. I told them if they were going to put it on opening of fishing season, I was going to wear waders, and I did. Most challenging thing about working in higher education. I better not say that. How about, oh, no, I can't say that either. How about this one? We have a department that teaches public relations, and we do know public relations, which is why I want to spend just a little bit of time on my last point, which is proudest accomplishment, UWM Panther Vision. When I started at UWM, I knew the challenge I faced. A lethargic broadcast journalism program that so ill-prepared its students that at Channel 6, and Lil will attest to this, we would not take a UWM student as an intern. They were so ill-prepared. Their entire semester in television news reporting, their final project was a news story. One news package, the entire semester. They didn't have a newscast, a student newscast. Can't be done, I was told. No studio, not enough equipment. Commuter students who wouldn't have the time or the energy or the passion to put into it. Yeah, right. In 1998, UWM Panther Vision hit the air, and since then our students have won more than 200 local, state, regional, and now national awards for journalistic excellence. We were delighted. We were delighted with the award for Best Newscast from this organization. We can't call it an Emmy, but we do sometimes. But it was our proudest moment until a couple months ago when we found out last spring that we were named national finalist as Best Newscast by the Society of Professional Journalists. The national winner, there are two national finalists and one winner. The national winner went to the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism in Phoenix with their brand new $77 million building, 2 live trucks, 1 live Washington bureau, and 30 broadcast faculty. We have a basement, 10 cameras, and me. And Jane Hamden, who I dearly love. She teaches the classes that the journalism classes that build up to the Panther Vision classes. And remarkably, hardworking, dedicated students. 2 other things about this national award. In this competition, you don't get to choose the newscast that you enter. They give you 3 dates, and you have to submit a newscast from each one of those dates. So you can't just be lucky once and have a good newscast. You have to be good all the time. And for us to win a national award for that, that's amazing. The other cool thing, make it awards. In the same contest, we were named national finalists in the Best Television In-Depth Reporting category. Wait a minute, in-depth reporting in television? Yep, still exists. And with students like ours, the future is bright. I can't thank you all enough, the Academy, all the people that were mentioned before me. Thank you so much for this honor. It certainly is the honor of a lifetime. Thank you.
Well, we've come to an end of another great Silver Circle Honors event. Let's hear it once more for today's inductees. I want to thank you all for coming. Thanks to the Italian Conference Center for a lovely brunch. We look forward to seeing all of you again next